Chicago is a city where some stories
Yo, yo,
never make it
yo.
past the alleyways, where some names echo long after the chalk fades. And on the night of March 6, 2017, a name the streets knew well, Kamari Bob O Belmont, stepped out of Cook County Jail, finally a free man. But freedom in Chicago is fragile, and for Bob O, it lasted minutes. Tonight, we retrace the footsteps
I
of a
remember
young
leaving up out of
man
there.
whose past was still waiting for him right outside the jailhouse doors. Just before midnight, Bob O walked out after posting bond on a robbery charge. He had beaten a bigger case just weeks earlier, a murder charge dropped for violating the 120-day speedy trial rule. For most people, this would be a second chance, a new start, but the streets weren't celebrating Bob O's return. They were watching. He slid into a car with two others, headed into the cold March night. No one in that vehicle realized they were being hunted or that the hunters were already close. To understand why this night unfolded the way it did, you have to understand who Bob O was. To some, he was just another name in the system. To others, he was a feared hitter, linked to two killings, Big Freaky in 2011. He was a member of Direct Side, and in 2012, Bob O allegedly killed Lil Chief from their rivals 051 Young Money. His reputation wasn't built on rumors. It was earned in blood, and reputations like that don't fade. They wait, sometimes for years. As Bob O's car rolled less than a mile from the jail, something unsettling happened in the quiet. A white SUV appeared, not speeding, not swerving, just syncing its movement with theirs. Almost like it already knew where Bob O would be. Inside the SUV, police sources believe sat members of 051 Young Money. Old conflicts don't die in Chicago. They circle back. And this one had perfect timing.
Serious questions tonight for the Cook County State's Attorney. How did prosecutors miss a deadline to bring a defendant to trial?
Murder charges had to be dropped, and the 23-year-old man was released from county jail, only to be shot to death moments later. Here's CBS 2's Jim Williams.
As Kamari Belmont sat in Cook County Jail charged with murder, the clock started running.
We want accused people, we want victims, witnesses, we want them to have a speedy trial.
Prosecutors had 120 days to bring Belmont to trial under the state speedy trial statute. They didn't get it done and had to drop the murder charges. Michael Johnson was Belmont's attorney.
In all my years, and I've handled hundreds of murder cases, the first time this has ever happened to me.
CBS 2's legal analyst Irv Miller was a supervisor in the state's attorney's office.
When you were in the state's attorney's office, what would have happened?
Whoever didn't count the days would have been fired.
State's attorney Kim Fox's spokesperson blamed her predecessor, Anita Alvarez's administration. An error occurred in the handling of this case by the prior administration. Going forward, we are working to improve training protocols for our prosecutors to prevent such errors. Minutes after Belmont posted bond Monday night and left county jail, someone in this SUV fired shots at the 23-year-old. He didn't make it to the hospital.
What was your reaction when you found out he had been shot to death?
I was absolutely stunned and felt very bad for his family.
We asked the media office for State's Attorney Kim Fox, who's been in office for months now, whether her administration should assume some responsibility for the error. We have no further comment, they said. We were unable to reach former State's Attorney Anita Alvarez for comment.
At 11:43 p.m., the silence broke. The SUV pulled alongside Bob O's car, windows lowered, muzzles flashed. What happened next took seconds but felt orchestrated, methodical. Bob O was hit again and again, 19 shots tearing through the darkness. His door swung open as he stumbled into the street, collapsing on the cold pavement of the 3300 block of South California. 12 minutes later, at 11:57, he was pronounced dead. The SUV didn't get far. It crashed soon after. Its occupants vanished on foot, ghosts dissolving into the city that created them. Bob O's path to this moment had been shaped long before March 2017. In 2015, he and two associates, Terrence Hogan's and Khalil Powell, were charged with back-to-back robberies just an hour apart. In one of those robberies, a victim, Sorrell Marshall, was shot and died weeks later. That escalated the charges to murder. But over almost 2 years, delays, continuances, and resets dragged the case out. When Bob O demanded trial, the clock began ticking, 120 days. And when the state missed that deadline, the case fell apart. To some, it was a legal technicality. To others, it was unfinished business. That night, someone decided to finish it.
Yo, hold on 1 second. I want to take a minute to show y'all my merchandise. If you see anything you like, go ahead and get you some. You'll be out there looking fly, looking fresh. I'm going to leave a link in the description. Back to the video.
Y'all know I'm coming, y'all know I'm bumping. Nigga, fuck news. Fuck Bob O. Boys.
The police suspected Young Money was behind the shooting. The motive? An old rivalry, a fallen member, a score waiting to be settled. But no arrest, no public suspects, no clear confession. Just an SUV crashed into a night that refused to speak. Did they follow him from the jail? Did someone tip them off? Or had the plan been set long before the bond receipt was printed? Bob O stepped out thinking he'd beaten the system, but the streets have their own rules and their own clock.
I ain't gonna run. Please, who's over there? 23's headed, but who is over there? Walk back over here. Squad, they trying to get away. Step it up.
Go.
Have a description. Wrong.
All right, take your time.
Shit wrong. You pulling back up. I'm telling you to stop. Stop. I didn't do anything. Put your hands behind your back. I didn't do anything.
When you talk to the unit that's chasing, go ahead, sir. You have the air.
He tried to take off, bro.
Kamari Bob O Belmont didn't survive an hour of freedom, not because of bad luck, but because his past didn't lose its grip. In Chicago, the line between justice and revenge is thin, blurred by the echo of old wars and the weight of long-buried bodies. And on that night, less than a mile from the jail, the past caught up to Bob O with absolute precision. The only question that remains is, was this fate? Or was this a debt finally collected? Alright y'all, there y'all have it, man. That's the crazy story of THF Bob O. Hey, get in that comment section. Let me know what y'all think, man. Drillers and trappers, we outside trapping and drilling too.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. Shit, you don't know, I mean, you don't know what he did, though. But he robbed somebody, shit, they probably caught up with him, bro. Man, it's gotta be, it's crazy, though. Appreciate you tuning in, though. I'm out of here.